I forgot that still says book talk. I really need to make a movie talk one. We lost a Matt. Where did he go?
Oh,
Hold on real
was in
quick.
this movie? We took him. Okay.
Let me tell you, I love this movie, and I can't explain why I love this movie. I just do. Matt's computer busted the second we went live, so he'll
His
be right
computer was like,
back.
I'm saving you from this. Don't you worry.
Da, da, da.
He can't hurt you anymore. Rockadoodle can't hurt you or it can't get you.
Okay, so I guess the first thing that I want to say is, did you enjoy this movie?
I did. I did enjoy the movie. I
Okay,
did like it.
that's good. We'll find out if Matt liked it or not when he gets back.
I really had to think about it because I was like, did I though? Or was I just lost in the haze of the movie and swept up in it? It's like, no, no, I did like it.
Okay. Um, Hey and hello for anybody who is joining us and tuning in. Every now and then, lately it's been, I think I usually do a movie once a month or once every other month or
Yeah.
something. And this month, this go around, we did Let's Talk, or we did, Rockadoodle, which is a Don Bluth film. For anybody who doesn't know what Don Bluth or who Don Bluth is, he worked at Disney and he worked on a lot of really good movies, and then there was drama between him and Disney, and then he left and he started his own film company, Don Bluth Films, and he worked with some other companies too. Like I think he worked with a Sony studio, and he worked with Fox to make Anastasia, which a lot of Don Bluth films are, or at least they used to commonly be confused for Disney films, especially Anastasia, because he just continued using the Disney, well, the art style of the 1990s Disney era. And this is one of the ones that he actually storyboarded. And I went and I looked at the list, and there are only two Don Bluth films I have not seen. And I love Don Bluth films. I really enjoy his storytelling style and everything. Rockadoodle is very loosely inspired by a play about Chanticleer. I don't know the plot of the play, but the plot of the movie is that, so we start out and our main character Edmund, he's a live action little boy. His family owns a farm,
He's a real life little
and
boy.
yeah, real life little boy. His family owns a farm. It's flooding. There's a storm. His parents and his older brothers have to go and help get the animals in and everything. Before they go out there, his mom had been reading him a storybook, which is the story of Chanticleer. And in the storybook, it's like one of those, traditional folk tale stories where there's a rooster on a farm, and he crows to make the sun come up. And then one day the Grand Duke, who is a huge ass fucking owl, he wants it to be dark and stuff, right? Because he doesn't like the sun because he's nocturnal. And so he sends another rooster to the farm at night, and then he
An assassin,
battles
if
it
you
out.
would.
Yeah, well, he battles it out with Chanticleer. His purpose isn't to kill Chanticleer, it's to delay him crowing so that when the sun comes up without him, Chanticleer is like perceived as a fraud. According to Word of God, though, Chanticleer does actually have the powers to bring up the sun. It's just kind of he got the sun like he got the sun trained to come up at the same time every day. And then when
No,
all the other farm animals were like, oh, you're a fraud, it came up without him, and drove Chanticleer away, the sun got pissed and decided it wasn't gonna rise anymore without Chanticleer.
I
That is
noticed that like
that
it
is
went
word
back
of God
down.
what happened.
Are we going through the plot of the movie?
Yeah, we're at the very beginning of the movie.
Incredible.
Which, real
I have a
quick, Matt,
question.
did you enjoy the movie?
Yes. And I would just like to share. I brought a prop for this. Let's talk.
I would love to see the prop.
The prop is
Yes.
this is a glass of rum. Okay. So, in order for me to feel how this movie made me feel, I would need to have 8 to 10 of these because
Yeah.
because what the hell
You
was that
do you
movie?
see why I was like, oh, you guys know nothing? You should know nothing. Just go
I
in
had a
knowing nothing.
I had a blast. Incredible film. Um, I I'm looking forward to hearing the plot synopsis because I don't know what's going on.
Okay, well,
Are they gods?
Someone
all,
explain this to me, please. I'm
all you've missed
confused.
so far is I just explained it's a Don Bluth film, who Don Bluth is, and that the beginning of the film is about, you know, the farm family, and the story of Chanticleer is a folklore story. And then word of God is that Chanticleer does in fact have the power to raise the sun. He had basically just trained the sun, and then the sun got pissed when all the other farm animals bullied him off the farm and decided to stop rising.
Right,
Well,
making Chanticleer at least a lowercase g god.
yeah, he's like a
Yeah,
demigod.
like
Hold on,
minimum god.
I'm being told to raise volume. Okay.
Because the
It's like the
power scaling
musician
in this
making
is
a
crazy.
foxtrot for so long.
Yeah, I don't. It's never explained why the Grand Duke is a dark sorcerer, but he is, and you know what? I don't really need to know why. I just love that he is legitimately a dark sorcerer of sorts.
Yes.
It's
Okay,
just so funny how what happened. Anyhow,
so it is implied that because Chanticleer left, that's why there is continuous, like, throughout the movie, you realize there's bleed from the folklore into the real world, which also implies that Edmund's rooster on his farm is Chanticleer. His rooster is a demigod.
The
Or a low god.
the blending of real world of live action and animation makes no sense at all,
It doesn't
and
need to make sense, Matt.
it's
It's
so crazy.
magic.
At one point, like there's a shot where like the outside is animated, but the inside is live action, and I'm like, what is happening?
They were doing some things with this film. All right, but
They were
yeah,
cooking.
so everybody goes outside except for Edmund. And Edmund's like, oh, wait, no, we need Chanticleer, because he is a small child, and this is how his logic works, right? So he goes to the window, and he starts yelling for Chanticleer. Well, this gets the attention of an animated owl. Like, literally, this is when the animation and the live action
dark
merge for a
sorcerer.
bit. Which also, I don't know if you noticed, but if you go back and see, when his mom is reading him the storybook, and he touches the Grand Duke's lens, it cracks in the storybook.
Oh.
Yeah, which is
Did notice that? I
why
was like, they're just cracked.
yeah, it actually he actually cracks the Duke's glass. Which is why when the Grand Duke shows up, he's all like, you touched my thing and it broke. These are expensive. Which I'm like, who are you paying?
And then I don't think he had one for the rest of the movie.
No, because Edmund broke it and they're expensive. But the
like,
Grand Duke uses his like dark sorcery to turn Edmund into an animated kitten, and he's saved
What
by
offensive.
Patu, which is a dog in pants and shoes, and he wears shoes because he has bunions.
yep.
But he can't
But
tie his shoes.
he can't tie
But
his
he
shoes.
can't
That's
tie
the
his
ongoing
shoes.
thing throughout the movie is Patu cannot tie his shoe. Over, under, around, and through. That's how Patu ties his shoe, is how Edmund tries to teach him. But yeah, the Grand Duke is full on just gonna eat Kitty Edmund, but Patu comes in and saves him, and then all of the animated farm animals start coming into the room, and they they form a small team of Patu the dog, Snipes the magpie, Peepers the mouse, and Edmund the kitty, whom also at first is like very concerned that he's, naked because he's a cat. And he like covers up his bottom, but then he puts on just a Davy Crocker hat and shirt, so he's still pantsless.
Right, I was gonna say it's like, bro, you're not wearing pants in this movie. Why the worry?
Yeah.
Does he
You
need?
can't be like, oh, I cover up because I'm not wearing pants, and then not wear pants the rest of the movie.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, like imagine they introduce Winnie the Pooh and he goes, "Oh bother," and covers up, and then proceeds to just be Winnie the Pooh the rest of the movie.
I know,
Yeah.
but that's an extremely common thing in animated kids films with animals. It's always hilarious when they're like, "Oh no," and then they proceed to put on clothes that don't actually cover whatever they were previously trying to hide.
Yeah, just puts on a hat and goes.
Oh no! Don't let them get naked. Throws on shirt. No longer naked.
I feel it's kind of, for me, it's more understandable for Edmund in this movie than in other instances because he is just a child and probably doesn't actually understand. He just knows he's supposed to wear clothes. So
yeah.
But they, it's flooding and everything, and so they go to the city in his toy chest. He leaves flashlights and batteries for the farm animals because for some reason the light of a flashlight is equivalent to the light of the sun in this universe. And the owls don't like that. So they're basically...
And a camouflage.
Yes. And, on the journey through the thing, like when they're floating down in the toy chest... Because they're floating to the city. Because Edmund's been to the city, so they're like basically he can be their navigator, and then wear pants, Pooh. Yeah, they're the sun god rooster, night god owl. Can we expand this universe with a rain god heron and an ocean god pelican and forest god? No, it is implied that the night god owl is also the god of storms. He is the one flooding everything. That's why he's a dark sorcerer. But his nephew, whom is a pygmy owl, goes to him. He like sees Patu in the floating thing, the toy chest. I don't know why I keep forgetting the name of the toy chest. Yeah, he sees him and he goes and he tells his uncle, the Grand Duke, and the Grand Duke's like, "Oh, well, you and a bunch of other owls go assassinate him, right?" It is noted that the Grand Duke hates his nephew. And this may be one of the earliest instances that I can remember where a villain actively hates their sister's son, but still hires them despite them being incompetent. That's just weirdly common for
I know,
villains.
great trope.
It's never their brother's son either. It's always, if you weren't my sister's son.
It's also, Patu notes, he's like, oh, this pygmy owl is just an annoyance. Like, they've dealt with him on multiple occasions before.
Yeah, but that's...
Yeah, he consistently pops up.
Yeah.
Like...
And also, Hunch, which is his name, has this habit of just saying words that start with the letter A.
Annihilation. Adequation.
Annihilation. Abdication. Atrociation.
You see what I mean? Like, what a choice.
I also think he's dyslexic. But
at what draft did they add in? He should say a lot of A words.
I don't know.
But I'm stealing that forever.
But they try to the owls and stuff. They try to attack them while they're in the toy chest, and they end up defeating the owls because they use a camera flash. Because once again, just all light is the same in this universe. And then they get sucked into an aqueduct pipe, which Hunch misreads as an adequate pipe. So he's like, "Ah, yes, this is an adequate pipe to kill Vivian."
I got a lot to say about this movie. That is genuinely a really funny line.
And so he goes and he reports back to the Grand Duke, and he's like, he's like, we destroyed them. And which, there's a blink and you miss it moment when the Grand Duke is going to put the pie in the oven. There is a skunk head coming out of it. So it is a big, it's a skunk pie.
I also like that he's cooking. He does musicals. He's cooking. He plays the piano. He does dark sorcery. He's
his organ.
I'm supposed to hate this guy, but I really like him. He's so far the most complex.
But yeah, Hunch tells him, he's like, "Oh, I killed him," and the Grand Duke is like, he's like, "How?" And he's like, "Adequately." And one thing I appreciate about the Grand Duke is when he's confused, he doesn't get mad about being confused. He's just like, "Adequately? What does that mean?" And then he figures out that they got sucked down an aqueduct pipe, which this aqueduct pipe leads straight to the city. And yeah, so then he sends Hunch to the city on an assassination trip, which Hunch is like, "It's so bright, I'll go blind." From behind his apron, he produces sunglasses and gives them to Hunch, and that is supposed to be
something that might be useful for him to have if he keeps getting thwarted by flashlights.
I know, right? But now in the aqueduct pipe, that was a genuine fuck up. In the pipe, they're in the thing. We discover Snipes is claustrophobic and apparently part woodpecker, as he just pokes holes all up in it, so they're like starting to fill with water. They're all gonna drown. But their chest eventually breaks open, but it's all okay because they made it to the city. Question. And then there's like a montage of them trying to find Chanticleer in the city, and I'm trying to speed through the summary a little bit. And Chanticleer has become Elvis. He is a good old Memphis boy who is now a showrunner.
Yeah, you know God who summons the sun? He's Elvis.
He is, and like
that's crazy.
So funny.
His shirts are open to his like belly button. He's wearing those weird pants that like pull over the shoes. He's also wearing shoes now. I don't know how his feet fit in those shoes. Because like Chanticleer's character design has Kingdom Hearts feet, but those shoes are not Kingdom Hearts shoes. So
they're not Kingdom Hearts shoes. Oh no.
The physics aren't physicking. Now, they do have a Fox character who is supposed to be inspired by Elvis's real-life manager, who was really sketchy and shady and shit. There's also... We have her name is Goldie, and she's a pheasant, and she's jealous of Chanticleer's success. But basically, I forgot the manager's name. Pinky! His name is Pinky. And Pinky. The fox's name is Pinky, and he won't let her perform outside the chorus because he doesn't think she has a good voice. Which, really, she has a very unique voice, so he's just shit. But his stage name is also the King. They are not subtle with the Elvis references. His music style, everything. It's very, very Elvis.
He also dyes his feathers black.
Yeah, he dyes this part. He's a natural redhead. He dyes it black. We definitely know this because when Peepers sees him performing, she's like, "I think he dyed his hair." But they do figure out, like, they see this neon outline of him being advertised, and they're like, "Oh, he's changed his name, that's why we can't find him. He goes by the King." Now, yes, my child.
Clean the kitchen. Oh, okay.
We have also, at this point, discovered that the Grand Duke and Pinky are in cahoots. So, like, the Grand Duke
'Cause he's an
is
owl.
Pinky's boss, and he calls him up and he's like, hey, there's a dog, a mouse, a bird, and a cat who are going to try to steal Chanticleer.
Is the bird a word?
Is the bird the word? That's what my son just asked me. So yeah, they're like they're gonna try to steal him, and he's like, "The fuck you mean they're gonna try to steal my moneymaker?" And he's like, "Yeah, and that would be real bad for me because I hate him, and bad for you because you love him, because he makes you money."
You love money.
Chanticleer has also expressed extreme like loneliness and a bit of depression to Pinky. So Pinky, after he gets off the phone with the Grand Duke, he calls Goldie and he's like, "Do you want to get out of the chorus?" Real sketchy shit. So he basically forces Goldie to try to seduce Chanticleer so that he has a happy distraction and won't be thinking about leaving for the farm. This starts during a performance, which is treasure hunting for love, and our main four animals, they wrote a note that's like, "Chanticleer, we're sorry, we need you," and then they all like stamp their little hands on it, which I don't understand why Edmund signed it. Chanticleer does not know this.
Doesn't know him.
Doesn't know
Doesn't know him.
Doesn't know him as a boy.
The child
But
did nothing.
He still signs it. And there's like a chase scene, very Scooby-Doo. I love Treasure Hunting for Your Love just as a scene, because between the performance, Pinky scheming, and them running away Scooby-Doo style, like they disguise themselves as lobsters to go on stage, and when the frog bodyguard,
Are they frogs?
they're frogs or toads.
Yeah.
That was one of my questions. I was like, what the fuck are the green things? Are they alligators? Are they frogs? What is that?
Oh, they're bouncers, Matt. They bounce.
They're bad.
Chris says they're battle toads. I think they're toads.
They're bouncers.
Yes, their whole thing, like oh my god, when Chanticleer's security is introduced, their song is, "We'll bounce you once, we'll bounce you twice, bounce, bounce, we'll even bounce your face," and then their like entire bodies are just bouncing. They're moving.
But I
thought they were bullfrogs because they're bullies.
They have yeah. Everyone has teeth in this movie, regardless of whether or not they're supposed to.
Chanticleer has teeth.
Chanticleer
He's
smiles.
Elvis. Elvis has teeth.
Rooster Elvis has teeth. Nobody who should not have teeth has teeth.
I was gonna say the fucking mallard woodpecker hybrid has teeth.
Snipes has teeth. He's a magpie. That's why he likes shiny things. That's why the city is good for magpies. There are so many animal like puns and shit in this movie. It's beautiful. So they do. Oh yeah, and then the toads, they dress up as sharks because Pinky's like, "Don't ruin the show." So from the audience's perspective, there's just these random sharks hunting down these lobsters throughout the scene while Chanticleer's performing, with specifically mice dressed up as starfish down as his backup dancers. Well, they managed to get the note into Chanticleer's hand, but then Pinky pushes Goldie on stage and she like does her little thing and steals the note from him. Literally the only line of her song that we ever hear, or like the only part of her song that we ever hear, is her saying that she's gonna throw him to the sharks and he can't swim. And he doesn't know the trouble he's in. And I'm like, subtlety. This movie's calling card. Well, then we get like this little montage with like Goldie and the king like being in love, and her realizing that she's in love, and oh no, she wasn't supposed to fall in love with him. And also Edmund calls home. The pigs answer. They're running out of batteries. It's terrible. Probably my favorite jingle from the movie is they're running out, they're running out, they're running out of batteries. Ha 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 ha. No batteries. And then the light comes on and they like whoosh. I don't know why. I was obsessed with that as a child. It's so good. Well, then they Edmund is like, fuck this. Where if I can't get close to Chanticleer because of the toads, I'll just go. I'll just talk to the woman. Like if he's wrapped around her finger, I'll talk to her. And I'm like, smartest MC below the age of 10 ever. And Chanticleer, they're doing a movie now. So they go on the movie set, and he goes into Goldie's trailer. I don't know what species this trailer is sized for because she has to have a stool and like 6 pillows to sit on her own chair.
And she does throw bottles that are on the desk that are her size.
Yeah, well, some things are sized for her, but then other things are like, who is this made for?
I don't understand the sizing of any of the animals in this movie. Why is the pig the same size as the chicken?
Or this big?
Yeah, the pigs are definitely small for what a pig.
Pigs are so little.
I can forgive the Grand Duke because he has magic that changes his size. So yeah, that makes sense. But I assume
he actively change shape later on in the movie.
Yeah, I want to know why the rooster and the fox are roughly the same size. Well, I guess we can give Chanticleer a pass for the same reason we give the Grand Duke a pass, because they are god creatures.
Yeah.
Hey, RP, but the sizing for the... I don't know, Matt. The toads are bigger than the fox.
Like...
there's no logic. We don't need logic here. It's fine. But yeah, Pinky set a trap, and he, like, told Goldie, basically, that, like, Edmund is a bad kitty, and the bad kitty's gonna try to take Chanticleer away. And so that's what she's really sweet. I love her. At first, she's just like he sneezes, she gives him a tissue that is as big as he is. And then she's like, now what are you doing in my dressing room? And he's all like, oh, well, I'm here for Chanticleer. And then she, like, realizes it, and she freaks out a bit. And then she starts throwing and screaming.
You don't get out of here, I'm gonna scream.
Which, I'm
her accent jumps from Harley Quinn to Southern Belle to Harley Quinn.
So quick.
Like a ceiling fan, the way her voice oscillates.
I love her. She's great.
I'm feeling that. Like a ceiling fan, the way her voice oscillates.
But what I have in my notes is, I have in quotes, go away or I'll scream, followed by, ma'am, he's like 7 years old.
She doesn't know that!
He can't say half his words.
She's a bird. She's a pheasant. He's a cat. Okay.
So he shows up and goes, "Ma'am, I'm looking for Chanticleer," and she goes, "Ah!" It's like, that's clearly a toddler.
No, what she goes is, wait a minute. Like, hold up, I was told you're a mastermind and criminal, and you could kill me. All right.
Like, but he is in kindergarten.
Well, yeah, she, like, realizes, she has a moment after Pinky, like, traps.
Oh no.
Did we lose Sam for a moment?
I feel like we did.
It's because a rooster god didn't sing his song, and we lost Sam to the ether.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you. My internet on my laptop just decided it was like, hey, you're not here. Since it did that, I'm pulling up chat on my phone real quick, because sometimes when that happens, it doesn't update on here properly for me. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything if anybody comes. Okay. So, yeah, Pinky, like, traps them. They get tied up in his trailer and stuff. And then she immediately realizes, like, based on the way that Pinky is acting, and, she's like, oh no, I fucked up. Like, I don't think the cat is actually bad. I think he's a small child.
I don't think the kid who's on, like, audition is evil.
Harvey the kid
So,
with the lisp is an evil mastermind.
so she like tells Chanticleer, she's like, "Hey, I gotta talk to you because like I did something really bad." And he's like, "Well, what'd you do?" And then she confesses. She like tells him everything. And then he's like, "Wait, what?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Well, why?" And then basically Pinky's all like, "'Cause she was supposed to entertain you, not
That
educate you."
educates ya.
And then he blackmails Chanticleer basically. He's like, "Hey, you keep doing my movie or I'll kill them." But
You want your friends?
Chanticleer,
I want my movie.
he don't take shit, right? He is a weird farm god who controls the sun. They get back on the motorcycle for the scene, and he's like, "Hey, where are they?" And she's like, "They're in Pinky's trailer." And he's like, "Got it." And so he somehow makes the motorcycle that was on the fuck,
I
what's
thought
the
it
word?
was a real motorcycle. I thought it was a
The
fake
treadmill. Thank
set
you.
prop. It was like,
It
no,
was
real motorcycle.
no the motorcycle. He takes it. He, I guess, actually turns it on, so it's not just on the treadmill anymore. And he drives, and they like break free. Meanwhile, while that's been going on, Hunch, who this is the part where Pitu is like, he was more of a nuisance than a danger, but like still, he was fucking determined. Hunch finds the trailer. He has like the most amazing Swiss utility knife in existence, by the way.
Yeah,
It's
saws
He had so
through
many tools in that thing.
a trailer ceiling.
Yeah, with the can opener feature on it specifically saws
I want
through
one
it.
so bad.
And one of the things that I love, Hunch is so competent and so dumb. I love him so much.
Like
He's-
the tools that he has are so good. He's so
well,
stupid.
he uses the can opener to open this. It's like a hatch, right? And the hatch is locked. So he
The
uses
tin
it to
ceiling.
open a hole in the hatch. But instead of just going into the hole, he opens the hatch. And then he's like forgets to prop the stick in the hatch because he's getting himself tied up so that he can safely jump in and everything. And then the hatch hits him.
A bird. Just want to throw that out there. A bird. And he's like,
Okay,
"Oh, I gotta tie myself up so I don't fall." You've flown repeatedly.
He's been flying.
You flew
this
here.
entire movie.
You flew here. You flew
hums.
here.
He hums "Flight of the Valkyries" when he's flying.
Oh, he's like, he can only fly if he's humming "Flight of the Valkyries" and he wants to sneak into it. So he's like, I can't hum. Let me tie myself up.
I feel he was too focused. Like, he was very distracted in that moment with his emotions, because the song he chooses to sing in that moment is how much he misses his mom. Which, as we know, is the Duke's sister. So, because he's like, "Mother, I miss your apple pie. I miss..." And I'm like,
I was listening to that. I'm like, what is... Okay, what? Okay.
he's been going through some things. But yeah, and just Scooby-Doo levels of chaos ensue at this point. As Hunch is trying to kill them, they're trying to get untied to break free to stop Hunch. Petu is about to, like, hit Hunch with a frying pan when Chanticleer and Goldie break in and he accidentally concusses Chanticleer. Which they're like, everybody's convinced that he just murdered him, except Edmund, who's currently tied to Petu's waist, Petu's waist, and he's just like, he's not dead. And then they have to get out of the trailer, and they, instead of going through the open hatch at the top, they drag him through a window, determined to kill this rooster.
Like, I got him. Trying to drag him through this window, and she's
And
a
then
quarter his size.
They steal Pinky's. Was it a Cadillac or a Corvette?
I think it was
forget which. It's a Cadillac, yeah, because like Goldie's like, "No, Pinky's Cadillac," but they steal it, and of all of the animals who decide to drive it, it is the mouse, whom is only about yay big, and the kitten.
Who's, again, a first grader.
It was Snipes.
Snipes
Snipes was on the gas and the brakes.
Yeah, Snipes was doing the gas and the brake. Ignoring the fact that Patu is actually physically big enough that he could have driven. But,
He couldn't tie his
so,
shoes. He was too busy.
so there's more chase scene. There's more everything. Another really good part comes up where they're like driving the Cadillac, and now Murray is a monkey, whom is Pinky's
Correct me if I'm
lackey.
wrong. Murray has not come up to this point, and it's been exclusively farm animals, and we
No.
have introduced a monkey. There was a rhino earlier as well.
Yes, fair enough. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah,
Murray
I
drives
love
the
these
helicopter. He's like, he's been in a couple scenes, but they've been unimportant. And yes, there are rhinos who work as waiters in the.
Might want to hire them as the bouncers. I know there's no pun there, but I don't know. Might want to switch some roles.
I just love their stereotypical "Give me the boss"
I
voice.
love
It's
it
my
when he's
favorite.
all
Rhino
like,
voice rocks.
Also, how absolutely every one of the lackeys, they're like, no cats, no dogs, no boys, no mices.
Please. It's like, where are we? New York? What happened?
We don't know.
I know. I know what city that is.
And the country, and that explains all the accents. All the city dwellers just have random city accents, and all the country dwellers just have random southern accents.
No,
These are our two cultures in the movie.
I know exactly what city it is, but I will save it for after the summary, because I can go into my theories.
Okay. By the way, Pinky's studio very much looks like the Disney studio lot, and that's funny. Knowing Don Bluth's beef with Disney. But
I'm safe for later.
yeah, so there is a part where they think they lose Peepers the mouse because they're trying to disconnect the trailer, and she ends up with the trailer in a water tower. And they like drive back to it, but she had hijacked the helicopter. Somehow she is flying the helicopter. And so they take the helicopter, they get back to the farm. Pinky realizes that he's fucked up. At some point, Chanticleer has lost his shoes and is wearing different pants. Chris and I rewound to double check this.
His hair's red again. He's in his own country outfit. It's like, how?
Because when he was filming the movie, he had his shoes on and he had those pants that go under the shoes. But when they're dragging his unconscious form off the helicopter, his pants are rolled up and he has no shoes. Same shirt though. His shirt has not changed.
Who took off his shoes?
Chris thinks it's different. I think it's the same shirt. But yeah, so they're flying back to the farm. Back at the farm, the batteries have run out. The owls are about to eat everybody. Yeah. There is this one, like, at first the Duke, because they're, like, doing a little song and dance, he gets this little chick, and he flicks it to somebody else, and he's like, pass the pork, and they hand him the pig. Meanwhile, the owl, so the one who had the pig, he gets stuck with the little chick, ignoring the fact that the owl right across from him has 3 chickens in his hand. He's got 3 of the chickens. But he's got stuck with the one with the baby bird. But the helicopter comes, they like use that light to scare away the owls and stuff for a moment. I forgot, why did the helicopter end up crashing? Was it hunch? Or was it something else?
Or is it that it's a tiny mouse driving it?
No, it's something after the helicopter. I don't remember what it was. But the helicopter ends up crashing. And then it's kind of like, after the helicopter crashes, Chanticleer he's finally coming to, which I love. There's just a moment where he like sees Edmund, and Edmund's like Chanticleer talking to him as if like, he knows him, and he goes, "Who are you?"
Then, I signed the letter for you, and he goes, "That doesn't help."
Well, when he read the letter, he said, "Oh, Patu, Snipes, Peepers," and he ignores the random cat print. He's like, "I don't know who the fuck that is. Not important right now."
He feels like a bit of an asshole. He's like, "Oh God, I should know this person." Oh God.
So they're telling him, they're like, Chanticleer, you got a crow. And he's like, I can't. He's like, I've lost my mojo. I never had the mojo in the first place. And they're like, no, you don't understand. The sun hasn't risen since you left and everything. And then the Grand Duke comes and kicks Chanticleer while he's down. Like, literally. And then, like, uses his
Literally kicks
magic.
him.
He's like, so Chanticleer's, like, fighting weird magic shit. And then Edmund, he's all like, no, Chanticleer, you got a crow. Chanticleer, Chanticleer. And the Grand Duke uses magic hands to choke the cat. And
This is
he's
rated
like,
G, by the way.
yeah, he's like, down. Patou is pissed at this point. Nobody had joined in the cat going like, Chanticleer. But Patou, out of spite, he goes, Chanticleer. And the Duke's like, Patou. They've got some historic beef.
Yeah, they have beef.
There's some deep lore with those two. They're just like, there's too much
You can't
there.
react that way without having it.
Yeah,
There's no way.
There's
I
too much
wonder
history.
if Patou is the Duke's sister's first husband.
He's such his actual father somehow.
Well, I think maybe not his actual father because he calls him a nuisance, and I don't think Punch would do that to his own son. But I think maybe if his ex-wife had Hunch with another man, he might feel that way about him.
Fair. Maybe that's what broke up their marriage.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
Grand Duke orchestrated it, and then Hunch was
Yep.
born, and he regrets everything.
Yep. And that's why he has to look after Hunch because it's kind of his fault anyway.
But yeah, then there's this like really cool montage of like, because the Grand Duke's like, fine, motherfuckers, y'all want to be spiteful, and he uses his dark sorcery magic to become huge, and he turns into a tornado, and this like bird claw shaped branch falls off the tree, pinning Chanticleer, who's already been like pulled into the earth by the Grand Duke's magic.
Which looks sick as hell, by the way.
Oh yeah, and then like the water's going. Chanticleer's underwater. He's like hearing everybody who like mocked him and shunned and ostracized him, but then he's also hearing everybody beg for him to do his powers, and I guess he just decides, fuck it, I'm a sun god rooster. And because he like summons up all of his power of light, becomes a rooster rocket into the atmosphere.
The atmosphere.
Atmosphere. I'm not exaggerating.
No,
And
the atmosphere.
he
You see space.
He starts singing again, and
In
crowing,
space.
and then the sun starts to come up. And as the sun comes up, the Grand Duke's magic doesn't work anymore. It is put in reverse. He starts reverse tornadoing until he becomes something that's smaller than the mouse. He doesn't even have real feet anymore. They're just these two little lines. And
More than Hunch.
Yeah.
and the sun like shines on the water and stuff, and evaporates shit like nobody's business. I swear, because like the barn was underwater, man. This water was high, and then everyone's okay again and stuff.
Edmund had turned to stone previously to this, yes?
He did not turn to stone. He was just
No,
knocked
he did not turn to
out.
stone.
I thought he turned.
He looked like stone because of the computer graphics interacting with the animation.
I thought he
They're,
got
like,
turned to stone like Ash in Pokemon the first movie.
No, I know what you're talking about. There is a weird filter on it that does look like he turned to stone, but he was not stone. But the sun does also undo the Grand Duke's magic that had turned him into a kitten, and now he's a little boy, and they're all like, oh, he was a
cartoon
boy.
animated world.
Yeah,
he's
it's
like,
still everyone else fully animated.
yeah, and
Well,
the
Edmund
mouse,
like-
Human boy.
the mouse is just like, he was a handsome boy, and I'm like, people.
Oh no.
Then, like, we hear his mother saying Edmund and stuff, and he wakes up, and I personally think Edmund has some sort of chronic illness or something, because, like, apparently his mother's acting as if he had a fever or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he wakes up, he's really confused, he's like, where's Chanticleer, where are the animals and stuff, and his mother's like, baby, it's a storybook. It's not real. But, like, you look out, and the farm's fine, there's, like, it's not flooding anymore, it's sunny, and the animals are chill, his parents are chill and stuff. And then, like, his mom goes out of the room because she's got to do something, and he opens up the book, and Chanticleer is, like, doing his little thing again. And then Edmund goes into the storybook, and now he is the only live-action character in a completely animated farm, as Chanticleer reprises Sun Do Shine from the beginning of the movie, and that is how our movie ends.
I should also mention, Edmund's doing, like, weird-ass stop-motion cartwheels.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Those are just a child who's not good at cartwheels trying to do
But like they like speed up the footage so it looks more natural, but instead he just looks like he's stop motion.
It's okay. What might have happened is they might have spliced several cartwheel takes together.
Like, this was where he's good at the front. This was where he's good in the middle. This is where he's good at the end. We don't have anything in between.
They do that
so sometimes. we're gonna fudge it.
I want everyone to know this was a 45-minute synopsis. Well, kind of a 40-minute synopsis, really. And there's so much I left out.
And also, to give you an idea of the pacing of this movie, it's like an hour and 10 minutes. Everything happens as fast as Sam described it.
The 10 minutes is the credits. It's only an hour-long movie.
Yeah, it's an hour movie, and it takes 40 minutes to give a synopsis, and stuff gets left out because of.
Because I was like, this is looking like wrap-up territory, but we got another like 10 minutes of the credits.
And there are so many musical numbers, but none of the musical numbers are like more than a minute long, except Chanticleer's.
Yeah,
he's the only one who gets.
He's the sun god.
But during his musical numbers, other things are usually going on. So.
I have
such a frantic pace.
Yes.
From the very beginning. In the real world, when the storm is happening, the truck is half buried in mud. And there's a cow that they're wrapping a cord around. Is the cow half buried in mud?
Yes, the cow is stuck in the mud. They're trying to use the
cows are not small creatures.
No, that's. I will tell you, I watched this movie as it came out in 1991. I saw it when I was very young, and I've seen it throughout my life because, like I said, I can't explain why. I just love this movie so much. And when I was like,
so much.
When I was like 4 or 5, I remember asking my dad. I was like, "What are they doing to the cow?" And the cow is stuck in the mud, and they're trying to safely use the truck to pull the cow out of the mud.
Because, like, it's the scene of the dad.
This is like Noah and the flood levels.
No, it is biblical flooding.
It is. The truck is halfway in mud. I wish I was exaggerating. It is half full of mud. He backs it up to a cow. Mind you, cows are not small creatures. They're as tall as you are. And its head is at the mom's like waist, so it is deep in this mud. And then they're like, "Oh no, the bags burst, kids! The flood is coming!" As more flood happens, and then the kid is like, "Chanticleer!" And then like animation happens, and then
I have no idea how the time works in this movie. I don't know if they're in the city for weeks. I don't know.
No idea because they fall in love.
Because presumably, it is all Edmund's literal fever dream. So.
Right. But, like...
Which makes sense.
Chanticleer and what's her name? Like, fall in love.
Goldie, yeah.
Goldie.
Oh, yeah, Goldie joins them on the farm. I forgot to mention that.
So, like,
and her outfit is super cute on the farm, just saying.
They're there a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, Goldie also says, "That night we first met," and I'm like, is this not the same night? Is that not today?
No.
Is that not 2 hours ago?
I'm like, does time in the animated world move differently than time in the real world? Because that would make sense.
What do you mean the night we met? The sun's not rising because you're flirting with God. So, it's the same night.
They're in the city. It's always night in the city.
But then I think
never had the sun to begin with.
Right, sorry.
I think at the point when Chanticleer is like, "Oh, I'm about to go like rescue them from the trailer. I think the sun is up and or rising. Like it is
No, they're
bright
at a
outside.
movie studio, Cody.
Yeah, it's lighting.
It's a
Okay,
thing.
so I'm like, how is the sun out? He hasn't cocooned in fucking weeks, apparently. And yet the
No,
sun's here.
no, Cody. That you have to be very specific. He hasn't crowed because cuckooing is different in this universe. One of his songs is "Let Me coo coo with you."
I probably blacked that out because I don't remember none of that. I blacked out a lot of this movie. I'm discovering it. I just watched it literally 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I watched it Saturday night.
I know this movie so fucking well. Like Chris and I were watching it, and the beginning when they're singing "Sun Do Shine," and then it gets this part, and we're like digga down down down, and Chris goes, "How do you know that?" And I'm like, "I know all of it."
I watched this movie at 9 p.m. on Saturday, so it was done by 10. So I finished this movie at 10 p.m. on Saturday, and I'm just like, I can't do anything else tonight. Like, I can't.
Taking a nap.
This has to be the end of my night, but it's only 10.
Yeah, I truly was like, I need a nap. I don't. I just watched this movie. I can't tell you what happens because there's so much. And it's just quick pace. Like I can't.
I started doing laundry. I'm like, I don't know what else to do.
You need time to process. I just imagine Matt folding as he's processing. Hunch, it's me, Uncle Dookie. Which, by the way, is the part my oldest now quotes, because I've watched this with my oldest and my youngest now.
So, speaking of their voices,
Yeah.
that adds to the fever dream aspect of this. I'm not good at understanding accents very well. Like and not a goddamn soul in this movie has a normal voice.
No.
I think the mom does.
The mom?
The woman who has 2 lines, I think she
Yes.
does.
Speaking of her, I do have one note about her, which is that when they inevitably remake this, I want her to be played by Vic Michaelis.
I have to look up who that is.
So
Wait, are you talking from Dropout?
Yes, I want her.
Yes!
I want her
Would do great.
to be the mom.
Just a slight bit of gaslight in there. It's great.
Also,
She'd be so good at it.
Chris pointed this out. I never thought too deeply on it because I will be honest. I don't really care about the live action part. Anytime the live action's on screen, I mentally check out. But he did point out that Edmund has his own room. His older brothers were on bunk beds.
Yep.
Yeah, his older brothers have to share a room, and
My
he gets his
theory
own
is
ass
that
room.
my theory is that because of the kind of house and the way it's set up, is Edmund's in the nursery, and the older boys have just moved out of the nursery and into the room for the older kids.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
I think that's fair.
Or
Yeah, that sounds
Edmund has some weird chronic illness and just needs more space.
Which is also
You got
very
sleepy
fair.
bitch disease.
Sleepy bitch disease.
So are we ready for my theory as
Yes,
to
we're
what
ready,
that city
Matt.
is?
Go.
I'm so ready.
You may take over now, Matt.
I do believe you'll both know this reference. I know Sam will. I think Cody will. Yeah, I know Cody will as well. That's the world that never was from Kingdom Hearts 2. It looks like it. It's weirdly always nighttime. It makes no sense at all. That's where they went.
Time is an illusion. We have weird visions.
Yeah, that's the world that never was.
I surely thought you were gonna say Chicago.
No, that can't be a city that exists anywhere in reality.
What's the city that never sleeps? Is that New York?
That's New York.
That's New York. I also love that the separation between the farm country and the major city is an aqueduct pipe that is so short.
Yeah, it's like a mile.
To be fair,
around the corner.
To be fair, if you pay attention to the background and stuff when they're floating in the treasure chest, you see farmhouses and stuff buried in the water in the distance.
Yeah.
And then you see the city way far away. I think we're just supposed to get that A because they're currently traveling by boat, and then because they get sucked into the high moving aqueduct, that they just traveled very far very quickly.
Also,
I love the idea that it's around the corner.
Hold on, let me refer back to my notes. So.
Tinfoil hat theory.
Oh,
I mean,
so Edmund references the city. He's like, "Oh, I've been there before, for sure. Like, I can get us there."
yeah.
And then they go to the city, and the city is populated entirely by animals.
Yep.
Edmund, was it populated by animals when you went there, or did the owls turn everyone in the city into animals?
I think he turned everyone in the city into animals.
I'm happy with either explanation.
Because, I mean, that could be why he has employed the fox for some reason.
Yeah.
I also like that they say the city, like there isn't 50 billion different cities. It's like,
no, that's
I've been to the city.
Like, no, that's a
There's
legit country thing. You just you talk about the city, like you're going into the city. Everybody knows what city you mean.
And further adds to the idea that this is a Kingdom Hearts world, and that's why it's like 4 hallways big.
Well, no, Matt, we got to go in reverse. Like we've got to go in reverse and say that the city that never was inspired by this, because this did come first.
It did. It did. That is true.
And it would be full circle if Don Bluth.
That's good. Like when you were talking about that, I'm like, this is really kind of playing into the theory.
Yeah, because do you know about Don Bluth? I explained it when you were not here.
I caught the end of it. I know that like he doesn't like Disney.
Don Bluth was a really big animator at Disney for many, many years. He worked on quite a lot of things, and he was a great like storyboarder and stuff. I don't remember exactly what films he did for Disney at the moment, but there was some drama between him and Disney, and he ended up he either left or he was fired. But because he had worked on so many Disney films, he knew the Disney art style, and so he then he made his own film studio, and he worked with some other studios, and he essentially uses a very similar Disney art style. So a lot of the Don Bluth films were actually confused for Disney films, like Anastasia, which he made with Fox Studios. A lot of people thought this was well, Anastasia's a Disney princess, and it's well, technically no, she wasn't. She is now because Disney bought Fox.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bless you. What do you mean he did a bender?
I fully thought that was one of your dogs barking. I'm not gonna lie.
That was my
I was like,
husband's
who's barking?
Explain the Don Bluth lore loudly so they can hear you and I don't have to repeat it.
What Don Bluth lore?
Well, you said he did a bender.
Yeah.
Explain.
Well, in Futurama, I don't remember the context, but they were like, Bender, you can't come into this thing. And he was like, well, I'll open my own thing with blackjack and hookers.
Fair enough. I thought when you said bender, I didn't think of the character. I thought of he got drunk and wild and stuff, and I was like, did he? Also, Don Bluth is still alive
You drinking a 40?
to this day.
Speaking of benders,
This is a juice.
She's drinking a 40.
Juice. But yeah, I thought he was dead. I thought he died at some point during my lifetime, and I was looking something up, and when I was reading about him on Wikipedia, it says to present, and I'm like, he's alive? Why isn't he making more cartoons? Sir, you're 88. Keep making them. I'll watch all of them. I have to. There are only 2 Don Bluth films I have not seen, and I need to watch. Oh, he worked on The Fox and the Hound and Robin Hood.
Oh, nice.
He was an in-between artist on The Sleeping Beauty and worked his way up to a director on films like The Rescuers and Pete's Dragon. Never left Disney in 1979 to establish his own highly successful studio later.
See, you hear this man was working on shit as far back as Sleeping Beauty, and you're like, oh, surely he's not still alive.
Lo and behold.
I love that when people are scorned by Disney, and they're like, "Oh well, fuck you, I'll do my own thing." They will purposefully put Disney as like either like the Disney lot or like an awful representation of Disney in their work
A lot of
because
them
I've seen it
do.
happen. If I've had a nickel for every time I've seen it, I'd have at least 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's really happened twice.
Is it Chanticleer or Chanticleer?
Chanticleer.
Because some of them say Chanticleer.
I think that's just...
It's an accent thing.
Yeah, I think that's just the Southerners.
I'm like, I need you guys to pick one.
Well, because
it's not like this is a normal name for me to be like, oh, it's that. I've never heard that name before, and I'll never hear it again.
Well, okay. To be fair, the probably correct pronunciation is Chanticleer, because it's French. But Edmund calls him Chanticleer. Petou says Chanticleer most of the time.
And they're like, there's literally like the two of them, and they're both like chanting it. I'm like, you guys are saying different things.
They're saying the same thing. They just have accents, Matt.
To be fair, Edmund cannot say certain letters, so
why would you do that to your main character? Why did you cast this poor boy? I can't understand what he's saying.
I had subtitles on the whole time. I didn't ever understand.
It was probably someone's relative.
It's probably Don Bluth's nephew.
Like his nephew?
His sister's son.
His sister's son.
He's actually... Also, can I say, I love that the Duke, his power is just him opening his mouth and then magic comes out. He doesn't say anything, he doesn't do anything.
He vomits magic.
Turning Edmund into a cat is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Because you get like 3 frames of Edmund going, and then he turns into a cat.
I also love that he's saying, I am furry, but I can't hear him say
a furry.
Yeah, so it's like he's saying, I'm a furry, and I'm like, how do they know what furries are this late? And I was like, oh no, that's not what he's saying at all. Oh no, I'm furry.
I have a question. Having now seen this movie and knowing that this is one of the films I saw in my formative years, does this maybe explain my perspective on storytelling a little bit?
Yes. I said that earlier when you were like,
this
I've
movie,
seen this as a child, like, this makes sense.
I'm ripping on this movie a lot. This movie rocks. Like,
it's so good. I like it so much. It's a crazy... I told my roommate, I was like, I found a movie we need to watch, but we have to be high when we do it.
Oh, also, it's on YouTube, so you can watch it for free without ads. Well, I think.
I think it has ads. On I didn't have any ads on Tubi, but I think on YouTube it has ads, because I tried YouTube first.
So for Tubi, I think it depends on how you watch it, because if you watch Tubi on, like, the computer or the TV, it has ads.
I watched it on the computer and didn't have ads.
Oh, do you have an ad blocker?
Yeah.
I just watched it on my Roku with Tubi, and I think I might have had like a couple ads at the beginning, but I don't think I had ads during the movie.
I think Chris has YouTube Premium, so we watch there without ads.
I also have YouTube Premium too.
I do not have YouTube Premium, so that's why I had ads on.
I'm not telling them no password.
So nice. I'm telling you, it's so nice, Matt. You will not go back.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to go.
Was there anything anything else you guys wanted to touch on or talk about?
I have a couple of things. Like I said, my notes are largely nonsensical. One of my favorites, especially knowing now that that he's a magpie, I just have written down what is the woodpecker's problem, and I know exactly the scene that prompted that, and it's when he's fucking around with the lasagna. And, like, not eating it, and, like, using it like a blanket.
Oh, lasagna! My love, where have you been all my life?
Yeah, I'm like, you have to relax. Like, you're also, a bird.
Why penguins?
A lot of penguins.
Why penguins?
The lasagna was bigger than
he was.
The bird was.
Also, he stated...
As for why penguins, tuxedos.
Oh, that's so fucking stupid. I hate it.
I'm sorry, Cody, you're wrong. That actually rips, in fact.
No.
That is, in fact, incredible.
Anything that might not make sense as far as the animals go, ask me. If I don't already know, I'll figure it out like that.
Rhino waiter.
Whenever I say I hate it, I hate it so much, it's usually just me going, "That's so fucking good, I hate it." God damn it, it's so good. Why did I think of it?
But Sam, why Rhino waiter?
That one. Hold on. I'll figure it out. That one I don't automatically have a thing for. Rhino waiter, Don Bluthwicki. Professional corkscrews. Oh, wait, hold on. Nightclub careers. Spearmint Rhino is a well-known chain of adult entertainment venues that frequently hires beverage servers and VIP bottle waitresses. So that could be it.
Adult entertainment is the reference they're making.
Well, like the place that Chanticleer's performing at is very Vegas coded.
Oh yeah, no, like I buy it. I'm just like, that's crazy.
Not at all.
Well, okay, let's look at Goldie and then.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at Goldie. Every time she speaks, I just think of Betty Boop.
Goldie, who has no ribs to speak of whatsoever.
Nope, no ribs.
None. I will say though, as awful as this phrase is gonna sound, she could take a hit and she can get back up quick. She gets knocked down frequently. She gets right back up.
She's a fighter.
Yeah.
This was after I established in my notes that they're at the world that never was. Yes. If they had gotten there and Chanticleer was on top of one of the buildings in like a black cloak and has like a blindfold on because of his inner darkness, I think that would have been good.
He has a veil key in one hand.
Yeah, and he throws one of them to Edmund so that they can have a sword fight.
Yeah, the one with Edmund's has the sun motif and his has the darkness motif.
Yep.
And then he does a trust fall while Edmund runs up the side of the building.
And then they kill a bunch of owls on the bottom, and then they start fighting a little bit. Yep.
They clash with each other. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So when they did the live action remake,
shows up.
Yeah. Edmund's hidden the quick time events for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they should add that scene. That's probably a deleted scene that didn't make the cut.
They just couldn't find the time.
They couldn't splice it in between the magpie fucking around the lasagna. It was going to be
the scene where when there's the scene where you see the giant version of the king in lights on the side of the building. It's going to be that scene. Then they just couldn't do it.
They just had to do a hard pivot.
Dragon's Lair.
A hard pivot.
Yeah, because Kingdom Hearts wouldn't come out for another 12 years, and so...
Yeah, and it wouldn't make sense. And Disney would be way too mad.
Well, he said quick-time events.
Yeah, Disney would be so mad. There would be a little Mickey Mouse in the corner, and you don't have Disney
game. And you can't have that.
I also love Peepers. I love her. She's so cute. I love her so much.
Oh yeah, Peepers and Snipes have that feminist versus misogynist dynamic, frenemies to comrades thing going throughout the whole movie.
I also like that her name is Peepers and she wears glasses. And she's the first one to be like, I think he dyed his hair.
And can fly a helicopter.
Can fly a helicopter, can drive a car. She's all like, I don't let a little thing like the fact that I'm only the size of everyone's hand stop me from
she did say to Edmund, hey, go and couple that thing. And he's like, I can't, I'm too scared. She's like, okay, scaredy cat, I'm gonna go do it. And then she goes and does it.
Okay, yeah, but she also has a Princess Peach shirt that lets her slowly dive down.
Listen,
I don't think Edmund's Davy Crockett shirt.
No, Peepers is Kyrie. That's what it is. She's Kyrie.
Also in my notes, they referenced John Deere, but they live in Animal City. So do we think John Deere is a company, or do we think it's a colleague?
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's a sponsor. I definitely, because when Chanticleer's I felt like they drove a John Deere tractor through my heart. I was like,
John Deere paid for this movie.
I'm like, it has to be a sponsorship or somebody who just doesn't actually, because in all honesty,
no other brand references in this movie. It is the only one.
Yes, and nobody says John Deere tractor. They either say tractor or John Deere and just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Nobody's. It
That
feels
was-
redundant to
That
say
was too
John Deere
specific.
tractor.
Yeah.
But yeah, do we think in universe is John Deere a person?
Well, I
Who
think
is a
No,
deer?
John Deere is a
I think
deer.
there's 2 levels to it. I think in the live action world, John Deere is just a brand, but in the animal world, it John Deere
Is a
is
deer
a deer
who makes
happens to
tractors.
be a farmer.
Yes, and he makes tractors. Okay, I'm glad we're all on the same page with that.
And he uses his horns to plow the fields. This movie's so fucking weird. I love it so much. This is one of those movies where I'm like, oh hey, you want to watch a weird thing? Watch this.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention Edmund's stupid haircut when he's a boy.
Oh my god, his stupid haircut.
Like,
He definitely had to glow down.
he has the haircut of like a 30-year-old Wall Street broker.
Oh my gosh. Actually, you know what I just thought of? Have you guys ever seen Looney Tunes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, lady. I'm your mom. Oh, goodbye, lady. I love you. It's her haircut. Oh, hi, lady.
So yeah, had to make fun of him and his dumb haircut.
Or Edmund.
The Duke definitely fucked up his hair when he transformed him into a cat. He definitely fucked that shit up.
And also, this is just a general observation. In so many animated movies, they'll always put an apple in the pig's mouth. Now, I've been to so many pig roasts in my time,
I know,
and never is there an apple in it. So, what gives?
Well, for this movie specifically, I think he just wanted the pig to shut up.
But like, you know, like it's in
But
Hunger
also-
Games, it's in Lion King, it's in this.
Also, though, in this one, the pig is still alive. Why did the pig not just eat the apple?
Just eat the apple, my guy. You're a pig. You eat apples. You eat everything.
You eat anything except for hip bones.
Maybe the apple was made out of hip bones.
The pig is also not very smart, you know, when Edmund calls.
It's a
and he's
claw.
like,
It's
"Hello,
a not
this is Edmund," and the pig goes, "Oh, there's a call for Edmund. Is there an Edmund here?" Presumably, he knows every other animal on the farm and has for all his life.
It's a not a classic culinary tradition of serving a whole roasted pig.
We haven't been anywhere classic culinary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out.
So I guess we're not too many classy places, guys.
Guess fundraisers and graduation parties aren't classy enough.
No, they're not.
They're not
Matt.
classy.
Because yeah, I'm
Oh,
like,
my
no,
goodness.
you just throw that whole thing on a smoker, and it has no fruit in its mouth.
Well, to be fair, they weren't cooking any of them.
Not with that attitude, they're not.
Well, no, they just want to eat them raw, apparently, even though we've seen that the Duke bakes.
Yeah, like make him into a pie.
No, I'm not supposed to like him. I like the Duke so much.
The Duke rocks.
He sings, he plays the organs, he has magic, he bakes.
He's
Oh,
got
he embroiders.
He embroiders.
He has a
He
little
embroiders.
frog helper that helps him embroider.
Hilarious.
Yep.
He's
Like-
got the lightning machine that villains have.
Mm-hmm.
Pipe
Him
organ
and his
inside a
owl
tree.
minions.
I mean,
Him
he's
and his
got
owl minions
sauce
have
for
like a little
sure.
Portis troupe going.
Yeah, he has choreographed musical numbers with his
Yeah,
minions.
like how can you hate him? He's so good.
His breath is in fact so bad that it transforms creatures into other creatures. So
Yep.
he should get that.
And
like
it literally
that.
chokes the breath out of other creatures too at a
Insane.
distance.
But
With a
also,
targeted range.
but also turns young little kids into cats,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and
Also
possibly an
summons a
entire
weird
city into
tree.
various animals.
A weird claw tree too,
Weird claw tree.
because that's how he busts into Edmund's house with weird claw tree.
Weird claw tree.
I also, that does remind me. I love the scene when Edmund does turn on the flashlight on him, and it just zooms him out of the room. Like he's such a mentor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can apparently just transport.
I was like, dude, that thing got propulsion to it? What happened?
Yeah, bro
Like,
gets
that is a
launched.
big hello. He moved quick.
He's got
Ugh,
magic. He can zoom, zoom, zoom.
this is true. He can move a lot.
Who was your favorite character?
The Duke. Close second place, Peepers.
I think I might go Edmund. He's just so ride or die for a guy he's heard of once.
Well,
Story.
in his defense, what he has heard of this man is that he controls.
Is that he's a god? No, I get it, but like, good on him, man. Like that's loyalty.
Yeah, that is true.
I also really like Chanticleer. Claire.
Yeah,
see, I was going to say, though, is he ride or die for Chanticleer, or is he just like, my family will die without this rooster?
Got this really long shot I've been aching to try.
I heard you could summon the sun. My family needs the sun.
Oh, even after he gets the sun, he does proceed to go back into the storybook to do cartwheels. So he must like the guy a little bit.
I also do enjoy that Goldie just fully admits to her being wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
It wasn't like a hidden thing. She was like, "Oh no, I fucked up. I'm telling you now that I fucked up." Immediately after I fucked up.
I appreciate that Goldie, throughout the whole thing, even though she is put in a slightly antagonistic role, she's just like Chanticleer, and that they're both like genuinely good people, just in shitty
unfortunately
situations.
in a shitty situation. Yeah,
but
she's not an
with
evil
that
person.
said, Chanticleer is my favorite, hands down.
He does rock.
Even though he's in so little of the movie.
He is remarkable. Like, there's a lot of the movie he's not around.
I think they say his name more times than you see him in the movie.
Yes.
I do have in my notes that his name is 70% of the dialogue.
Like, his name is so often.
It is most of the lines of the script.
50% of the script.
If you Control F the script and type it in Chanticleer, a whole thing's highlighted.
Oh, it's the whole thing. It's all of it. It's also secretly in like secret codes, so like each line starts with the letters of Chanticleer.
If you did a supercut of every time someone said Chanticleer in this hour movie, it would be a 45-minute video.
Really do you have a...
It would still make more sense.
What were you saying, Sam?
A favorite part?
Oh. I do think you mentioned it already, but that musical number where they're also lobsters.
Oh, Treasure Hunting for Love?
Yeah, I think that's a really good sequence. I also think, like, the chase sequence, like, when they're getting them out of the trailer and, like, all of that, is, like, legitimately a fun, like, animated chase sequence.
Yeah. Fuck. This one? Damn.
While you're thinking, I'll also throw out...
You don't have to just list one. You can...
I was going to say, I'm going to throw out a third one. And this is more for... This was the point of the movie where I was like, what the fuck? Is when, like, that, like, 7-minute window where they're first like, okay, also this is kind of live action, and also there's a doom owl, and it's turning Edmund into a cat. Like, that rapid fire, and I'm just like, oh my god, okay, what is this movie?
It goes
really
from
fun.
Story to, I'm gonna help my family, I'm gonna call for Chanticleer, evil owl shows up, now I'm a cat.
Yeah, that happens in the space of like 5 minutes, and we're just...
And the worst part is that the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, it's incredible.
That's the setup. That is a really good scene.
My favorite part of the movie is when Chanticleer Rooster rockets. That whole sequence is my favorite part.
I do also like when Hitch gets to chase his uncle with a fly swatter.
Punch.
Hunch, yeah. When Hunch gets to chase his uncle with a fly swatter because he's like, I'm Uncle Dookie. And
I
it's
love
just like,
Hunt is so malicious because
Yeah.
he sees something small floating in the water and he's all like, "Oh, I can fuck with this thing," and then he lifts it up and he does not realize it's the Duke at first, but then once he does, he's like, "Oh, it's time for my vengeance."
yeah. He's like, oh, fuck with this thing since it's tiny. Oh, you're my uncle? Oh, now it's revenge.
You should have just given him the fucking hug.
Yep.
Yep, just shut it down.
There are a couple times in the movie where the Grand Duke tricks Hunch into thinking he's gonna give him a hug, and then he just like one time he lets him fall, and the other
Oh,
time
a piano.
he breathes on him and turns him into some weird green mutated thing.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh, if you just gave him a hug, none of this would have happened.
Instead of threatening
Moral
his
of the
life.
story: hug your family, guys. Because if not, they'll be plotting your the revenge later.
Was there anything
Yeah,
else you guys wanted to talk about with this movie?
Oh, one thing I did have in my notes is just like, and this was like literally my first note, and it's that opening sequence, and it's just like, man, even like a movie that I had never even heard of, and I feel like probably a decent amount of people have not ever heard of. Like, movies back then still just used to look good, you know, like
yeah.
that opening sequence. I'm like, wow, this is like hand drawn. This looks nice, and it's like, you know, they then proceed to do crazy live action animation blending that looks insane. But before that, it looks so good, and I'm like, man,
Yeah.
things
And
used to
watching
look.
the cartoon, like,
Things,
like watching, the beginning, I'm like,
yeah, it's like things used to look nice.
Are you
this
talking
is my
about
childhood. This is
the
so
sun do shine
nice.
part?
Yeah,
Yeah. And it's just like, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, I could watch this today and be like, yes, this came out today. And it's
It's
just like a
kind
cool
of
callback, but it's not.
It's kind of funny because after Chris and I finished Rockadoodle, we then decided to watch Secret of Nim, which is another Don Bluth film, and we
I've
were
heard of
talking
that.
about the quality of that one. The animation is just like so good and detailed. So it's funny that you reminded me of that. Well, maybe that should be our next. Let's talk. We'll just go through. We'll do all the Don Bluth films, Cody. We already did Anastasia.
Oh wait, hold on.
You
Okay,
gotta watch the Let's Play with
okay.
Don
I
Bluth.
saw it, but I was like a baby because I have like two frames in my head from this movie,
That's
but I
fine.
could not tell you what they were or about. So
I
I
haven't
might as
seen
well never
it
see.
since I haven't seen The Secret of Nim since I was a kid because it my deepest memory of Secret of Nim was that's a sad movie. And anything that I remember that was a sad movie when I was a kid, I actively avoid as an adult. Until my daughter's all like, then we must watch it.
It
So
was like,
and then I'm like, oh, this wasn't as sad as I remember it.
I just imagine her when she hears you say that, just in her head going, "Damn it, like, dang, I gotta get a good one when she says it."
She says like she does the way she says it and the way she acts is all like, oh well, we have to watch it because it made you sad and stuff, but really her motivations seem, which I don't think she would admit to, but it seems more she's just seeking a level of understanding, like, oh, this made my mom sad, I want to see why, like I want to understand why, because like just by the way she acts when we're actually watching it and when we finish it and stuff, but leading up to it she acts so devious. So
When she's plotting to make you sad, when you don't, just somewhere in the back of her brain, just like, get her again. That's it. It's a good movie.
Alright, but if we're about wrapped up on, I almost called it Chanticleer on Rockadoodle, which also I want that storybook from the movie. It looks so
Yeah.
pretty.
I know the
Looks so
cover looks
nice.
so nice.
I know it's so good.
I was like,
But,
I'm jealous. Wait a minute, I want this book.
yeah, if we're about done, we'll go ahead and wrap up here then.
Yeah.
Because Let's Talk Movies are rarely super long.
We have been talking about the movie for longer than its runtime.
Yeah, but that's common with...
We also didn't.
Some of the movies we talk about, like the cultural impact or things at the time or deeper things. This movie, I think one of the reasons it's one of my favorite movies is because it's a wacky good time. It's pure entertainment and it's not trying to do anything deeper.
Fully agree.
It took me like
it
10
does it
minutes
so
to
well.
realize that. After like 10 minutes, I was like, oh, this is wacky go lucky fun time. I was like, oh, it's rated G. Oh, never mind. All right, cool. So I'm like, all right, is there any deeper meaning behind this? It's like, nothing.
I love what you're saying. It took 10 minutes because like minute 5, Edmund does this and turns into a cat, and the idea of Cody being like,
and then I'm like, all right, cool.
They might be saying something.
We're going to animated world. All right, maybe something's gonna happen, and then just more wacky fun time. And I go, all right, cool, never mind.
Is the Duke a metaphor for pollution?
Yeah, you're like, I think this is anti-war.
Well, listen, I'm so used to people who have deep analytical thoughts about things. So I'm like, all right, maybe I'll try. And then I get the movie that's just happy-go-lucky fun time, and I'm like, look, nothing here.
To contrast, the last movie Cody and I did was
Tu Wong Fu, thanks for everything,
yes,
Julie Newmar.
Thank you, Tu Wong Fu, which there was a lot of deep thinking in that one, and also too, like, I've recently watched Ferngully, which is also like good wacky fun time, but definitely has super heavier, deeper things that they're trying to say. So, but I enjoy every now and then just having something that's just
Yeah.
This is just brain off for an hour entertainment.
And it's great.
It's so fun.
We should do a video essay on the politics behind Rockadoodle.
We're next month.
Allegories.
Yeah. Next month we're doing a Let's Talk Rockadoodle, the lore, Patu versus the Duke.
It's 6 hours long.
It's a 6-hour-long video essay. All 3 of us are somehow magically in one room with a giant whiteboard behind us.
I had a theory that Chanticleer's power wasn't so much making the sun rise as it was just keeping the storms away. But then Chris looked it up, and that's when we found Word of God was basically just that he does have power to bring the sun up, and it's just basically the sun got pissed at everyone for bullying him.
Which
I did like that the sun came up, heard everyone bullying him, and then immediately went right back to him.
Do we think the sun is jealous of Goldie?
No, the sun, I think, had a smile on its face.
Okay, so you think Chanticleer and the sun's relationship is fully platonic?
I feel it's familial.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, I just thought of this. What the fuck is up with that giant-ass hill where the farmland is vertical on its surface? What are you planting there?
Well,
those trees are pointing sideways.
Well,
like, why is the sun rising?
There's probably a blue jay who controls gravity and didn't sing her little duet, and now that hill is like that.
Why does gravity require a duet, Matt?
Because she's mad at Chanticleer.
I couldn't think of the word ballad.
The sun, and she's like, no, the sun is mine. Fuck off. So she brings the hill up, so now he has to wait to see the sun. I understand now. I got it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I'm just very happy that you guys appreciated my fever dream Rooster Elvis God Bard movie.
That is a 100% accurate summary.
Yeah.
Rooster Elvis God Bard.
And it still makes no sense. And I love it.
Alright, but we'll go ahead and wrap up here. Next week, we're going back to write-ins. August is our birthday month, Matt, so we gotta figure out our birthday bash.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah, we'll
We
catch
watched
you guys.
this 4 times in a row. Live on stream.
We just
And each
watched
time-
Party Rockadoodle for our birthday.
And
4 times in
each
a row.
episode you follow a different character and analyze. It's like, okay, so Tattoo looks at the Duke in this scene with loving eyes, but then in this scene with hateful eyes. What happened?
We do a frame-by-frame analysis.
Why has Patsu not just eaten the bird?
Why does Patu not know about Velcro?
Also, how did Tattoo button his pants and put on a belt but not tie his shoes?
Well, buttoning pants is far easier than tying shoes.
Also, his belt's on backwards, so presumably somebody probably helped with that. Did you guys not notice the belt is buckled in the back? Is that
Not
a
a
steal?
single time. I feel like if we watch this movie 20 more times, there'll be still new things. And we'll be like, oh shit, when has that been a thing? And Sam will just be like, always. The entire time.
It's always there. It's like he correctly ties his shoe in the final sequence.
Yes, and it's
He
beautiful.
doesn't even use Edmund when Edmund's a human. 'Cause I fully was like, when Edmund's a human in the animated world, I was like, oh, he's gonna help him tie his shoes. That's gonna be full circle. It's gonna be so cute.
Patu
And then he
learned
learns
to
to do
tie
it
his shoe. That's his character development.
I was gonna say, arguably, like, one of 2 character arcs in the movie. 3 character arcs in the movie.
The character
There you
arcs entirely belong to Chanticleer,
Chanticleer
and
and
Patu.
Patu. And 2 of them are very real ones, and Patu's is, he learns how to
this
tie his
movie is-
shoes.
This movie is so great for my argument that static character arcs can be great.
Yes.
His only character. What's his character arc? He learns how to tie his shoe. What else? Nothing. That's it.
No, Edmund has no character arc. He just has
You-
goals.
Doing one of those, like, Instagram posts where it's, like really encouraging and type posts, but it's like, sometimes a character arc is just a dog learning how to tie his shoes, and it's a picture of Patu.
And it's like in that font that's like super deep.
Yeah.
And, like it's meant to look super aesthetic, but it's just.
Sometimes the character arc is just a dog learning how to tie his shoe.
Matt, I'm gonna make it and I'm gonna post it in the server and
Let's
tag
go.
Oh hell yeah, that's so good. Put it on a shirt.
you. Alright, now we have to go because now I have to pee. So, we'll catch you all later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.